South Park Elementary.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that
I
at all.
am your host, Bryce's Quaker. This is episode something else, sir. What is this one? 14?
Well,
Yeah.
this is the one.
Konnichiwa.
This is the one that did it.
I always thought that'd be the reason we got canceled.
Yep, nope.
Episode
South
14
Park
will go down. I'm gonna love South Park. How's everybody doing?
Oh, we're doing.
We're doing.
We're here.
Currently typing my apology letter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's any ads on Indeed for podcast hosts.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, welcome to episode 14 of the Lost Memory Card Podcast. I'm your host, Bryce, and I'm joined today with Salty, aka
hello.
Doug,
Big hello.
aka Deep Dish.
Oh, he got it back.
Pending.
Patent pending.
There's some papers that I got to look through.
Yeah.
Some documents that need signed.
Also joined with Redbeard, aka Greg. Or Greg.
It's that boy.
And also known as Bryce, number 1.
Yes. Bryce 1.
And Greg.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, can't forget about Greg.
AKA Cheese Dick, AKA Cheese Wiener.
Yes. All the childhood. All the repressed memories.
All the stuff I forgot about.
They're bubbling to the top. Thanks, therapy.
Yes. So today, guess what we're going to start the episode out with today? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 2. Always number 2.
Number 2? Okay.
Number 2 always feels better.
We got a question for you boys.
He's not wrong. Anyway.
What was your favorite toy as a kid?
What is your definition of a toy?
Like favorite childhood toy that
Like
you
a
had?
toy.
Oh, I mean,
Like, what's that one toy that you had as a child that you literally could not stop playing with?
Now, are we counting like game consoles or
No, actual toy. Had to have been some
non-electron. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it could be a battery-powered toy.
Right, like it could have been like a remote control
battery-powered's
car.
the best.
Oh, yuck!
What about like a bicycle? Is that technically a toy? You buy it in the toy section of Walmart.
Technically, a bicycle's a toy, I guess.
Good.
In kids' eyes, it's a toy.
Yeah, I guess.
And are we also including sporting goods? Like, baseballs and tennis balls and all kinds of balls.
I think we're looking too far into it, but yeah.
I think we are.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, even a stick can be a toy.
That's what I was thinking. I loved me a good stick. I used to keep a collection of them under the porch. I'd always keep like 3 or 4 under there and go out in the yard and pretend I was a samurai or ninja or use it to whack down some weeds and shit.
So your favorite toy was a stick?
No, it was a yo-yo.
Oh.
I mean,
that's fair.
Okay, you got me. All that just for a yo-yo.
Dude, yo-yoing was so fun.
It was.
Yeah. My favorite was the Yo-Mega Firestorm.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was. Yeah.
Remember the old Duncan butterfly? The old.
Oh yeah.
The old knuckle cracker. The old black guy send you to the hospital.
The old knuckle cracker.
If you don't catch it right, it's gonna bruise your hand.
And everything else.
Yes, dude. I had some expensive yo-yos.
Let's talk about real quick how there's no reason that they should have been expensive. Like it's a fucking yo-yo.
So now that I'm thinking about it, it probably wasn't expensive.
Yeah, but like what was expensive as an adult?
Back in the day, it was probably like $40 for a yo-yo.
That's an expensive yo-yo, though. Like for what it is.
Right. I still have that yo-yo somewhere, and it was fancy, and it was a competition yo-yo.
Did it light up like your Skechers?
No.
So, does everyone remember? I don't know if it was every school or just our hillbilly backwoods school where the yo-yo guy would come in and do yo-yo tricks, and then you would buy
Yeah.
the yo-yos from him after he was done doing tricks.
I think that
A
happened
freelance
one
yo-yoer.
time. A
I only
freelance
remember it once too.
yo-yoer.
I only remember it on one occasion also, but I was like, I want to do that forever. And then like Bryce said, knuckle crack, hospital trip, no
Yeah.
more yo.
Right in the forehead.
But no, yo-yo is definitely way up there. I was also a big fan of the Beyblades. I think
My brother
Boo.
was big
Insert
into
boo
Beyblades.
soundboard. Boo.
Had a bunch of the
Those-
arenas. Loudest thing you could ever play with. Let's be real.
Oh yeah,
Those arenas, dude. Those
yeah.
are those hollow plastic
Yeah,
arenas.
the shittiest, flipsy, flopsiest plastic you can
Yeah.
imagine. Breathe wrong and it cracked in half.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Salty, what's your favorite toy growing up?
Mine was, I had a Pokemon battle arena,
Oh,
and it was like
Oh.
it was a Pokemon stadium that was
Oh.
electronic, and you set the
Oh.
Pokemon down on each side of the field, and they would like.
oh
auto
my
battle.
God! I remember that.
Yeah, I loved
I
the
always
shit out
wanted
of
it.
I found it
never
in a
got it.
box years later. I found it in a box and tried to fix it before I knew how electronics worked, and I unfortunately
Oh,
broke
no.
it. So it sat on a shelf for the longest time and now has since disappeared. But I had
Has since disappeared.
yeah, I had a lot of them. I also had the original the board game. What was the board game they had? What was it called?
Monopoly.
No, it was like Battle League or something like that. It was like the
Yeah.
adventure game that they had.
Yeah, I couldn't
It
tell
was,
you.
it was something like that. I'll have to find a picture. But those two, that battle arena was by far my favorite thing. It was like having a real life Pokemon stadium.
Yeah, that does sound pretty badass.
I
also
wish
have
I
to
could
change
remember
my
what
answer.
it was called. Now it's yours.
It's a pogo stick. No, not really. No, my favorite toy it was more of a collection of toys. Was probably my Dragon Ball Z action figures.
Mm.
Really just any action figure. One of my you remember the ones that you could get at Burger King for the longest time?
Oh yeah, I
They
had
were
all
just
of those.
yeah.
Those
So
didn't last long.
I would take the Super Saiyan Goku and make him fight my Spider-Man action figure. So it's
Dude,
like
the old action figure fighting, man.
You were
The
having
old
Yeah.
epic battles
innocence,
before
bro.
they were.
yeah, but it's the original What If. Man, no, that was probably my favorite toys was the Dragon Ball Z action figures and making them fight. And it didn't really matter which ones they were, so just generalize it to action figures was probably my most played with.
I had a lot
Uh,
of wrestling and Ninja Turtle action figures, so
Yeah.
very often the Undertaker fought Leonardo, and like
right.
Hulk Hogan fought Michelangelo, and like championships switched hands a couple of times. There was a lot of
Yeah.
controversy.
Oh yeah.
At your own WWF roadshow.
Oh, bro, we got the whole ring. Like I said, that one Christmas we legit got every figure on the every actual wrestler
insane.
on the roster.
That's badass.
They just found a bunch of them. WCW, WWF, even though we didn't really watch much of the one, but like we
Right.
had every single wrestler you could imagine. And then they bought a ring. And it was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
This is the best Christmas ever.
Right.
G.I. Joe would whip all their asses. At
Whoa,
least he did at my house.
G.I. Joe.
I mean,
G.I. Joe never went up against my Megazords.
Yeah,
that's
right.
also true. Trust me, they one time had to fight Godzilla in my grandmother's driveway.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And the winner of the fight just always happened to be whoever was in my right hand.
We had
You know?
That's
Like,
how-
just by
That's how I knew I was
default.
right-handed.
exactly. It's like weird.
Well,
Whoever
that's how I
starts on the
figured
right
it
side. Yeah.
Whoever had
Oh,
first
man.
hitsies.
Yeah, whoever had first hitsies.
My grandmother had
So-
a gravel driveway, So like we could pile
Oh,
up some gravel
yeah.
and then put Godzilla on the top of it, and then act like the
Yeah.
army men were shooting at Godzilla. We probably looked
Yeah.
stupid as shit, but hey, we were enjoying it.
No one had
Man.
cameras back then. It was all right.
My favorite action figure that I had was my Beetleborgs.
Mm,
I had
Beetleborgs were
Beetleborgs.
great.
Dude, those were so cool. Of course, the Megazords were really cool. I don't really know, those ain't really action figures.
I would
They're
count
like,
them.
but yeah, I had
Just like the
the
Power Rangers whose heads flipped around.
the
Oh,
Power
yeah.
Rangers Turbo Megazord. I had
Yeah,
that one.
that was a good one.
Yeah, that one was cool. But my favorite toy, I'm like in a dilemma here because I want to say my Thomas the Tank Engine die-cast engines,
What?
like trains.
Yeah.
I was a big Thomas, but that was like
Yeah?
early years. Oh yeah, I
Before
had
he memed up.
before he memed up. Like I had all the die-cast. I had the whole yard. I had the whole everything. You name it, I had it. Between that, my big wheel that you could ride wheelies on.
Okay.
So there was a big wheel that you could just lean back and you can ride a wheelie. So we go down the big like half-mile hill on a wheelie. And then my Megazord. And I can't really pick. I think the thing I played with the most was the trains when I was growing up. I think yeah, my diecast Thomas trains was my favorite.
See, we never had any
Final
trains.
answer.
All right.
Yeah, I know, pretty lame, but dude,
I
they
don't
were
Good
think
cool.
answer,
it is at
Steve.
all.
Good answer.
And as for battles, I always had these Beanie Baby, the chameleon Beanie Baby would always
Yeah.
go up. Like he was just like, oh, he's like the Mega Lizard, and
He's a
he would go up
powerhouse.
against all the Power Rangers.
I mean,
Lo and
that's
behold,
actual storyline, so
lo and
Get
behold,
canon.
not too long ago, I looked up how much that Beanie Baby cost is worth now.
Probably like
We had
4
two of
cents.
them.
Beanie Baby.
$45,000.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't believe it.
It's on eBay right now. 20,000. It
You
would have been $45,000 for both of them.
you can't use eBay as a price guide though.
That's where they sell. That's where you sell them.
Yeah, the only people paying that stuff is like the one guy who wants that to complete his collection.
Okay.
You can sell it for that much, but
Now
it's not
hold
worth
on.
that much.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you something right now. Oh yeah.
The,
So
the stock
chameleon.
market on Beanie Babies crashed, and the 3 guys who still have them think they're worth something because they don't want to
Bro.
admit that they wasted
Now
their time and
hold
money
on.
I
collecting
do
them.
hear the Beanie
Hold
Babies
on.
tend to be the trap, though, on some
Hold on.
real.
Hold on. Okay, look.
Pop vinyls are next.
$10,000 for this one. Okay, this is the one I had. 1997 Rainbow Chameleon.
Yeah, but I got this little Pikachu figure on my desk that I can post on eBay for $80 million.
Hey, now hold on. Hold on. I'm going to show you how many sold. Okay.
For that price,
I'm going to say, oh no, don't make me sign in.
because that's different. Like,
Okay,
I'm sure a
selling.
bunch of those have sold, but have they sold for that price?
Dude, yes, I'm telling you.
And is it the same 3 dudes just cycling it back and
It's
forth? Because
dude, don't. I mean, actually, do wreck my dreams because I'm like, man, I had those and one was in perfect condition.
do you still have it?
I have it somewhere.
Oh well,
Have one
until
of
you
them
find
somewhere.
it, it's worthless. But once you find it, yeah, I'll believe it's worth
Wow,
80,000.
what a way to step on me.
No, but find it and I'll change my mind.
He
But, oh yeah,
spat
dude,
in
that's
my
worth
face.
80 grand. Sell that shit right now.
Dude, rude. Where is it at? I don't know how to do it on the computer.
I know a lady with a sewing machine.
Come on,
I'll
Gary
have her
V.
make
How do I
one
do
for
this?
you. Yeah, Gary V.
Teach me how to look stuff on eBay again. Oh man. But yeah, that was fun. Once I find it, I will take pictures and send it to Greg and shove it in his smug mouth.
Oh, dude, even if you show me pictures, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I mean, that's the internet. It's not real.
I don't believe it.
What,
The
you think I'm
internet's
Timmy
not
Turner
real.
and just gonna believe everything I see on the internet?
I mean, aren't we all a little bit Timmy Turner?
Oh yeah, yeah. Matt did
Matt.
it.
Oh, that's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's outside now.
That's kind of outside.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So that's our favorite toys. That was
Those
that was
aren't
the
bad
thing.
toys to have. Like,
I mean, honestly, not, dude. I had so many toys. It's
yeah,
disgusting.
it really is
I
hard
still
to
have a
pick.
bunch of them. I mean, yo-yos was a big one too. When
Yeah,
he said
hacky
yo-yo,
sack.
I was like, yeah, hacky sack. I still have a hack. I'm playing with the
Yeah,
hacky
we
sack
had
right now.
hacky sacks. We had yo-yos. I kind of
Slinky,
wish that I
the wonderful toy.
Yeah.
stuck with collecting cards. That's the one thing that lately I've been like, damn. I wish I would have kept all them cards.
Yeah, I
'Cause, like,
kind
I
of feel the
did
same way.
manage to keep a lot of the old cards. Like, we've talked about that. But
Oh yeah.
to find, like, I went to I've been going to like random card shops. Like one of the malls up town up from me has it's like a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon card shop. That's what it is. That's all he sells. And
Only Pokemon cards?
yeah, only Pokemon cards. And you
Oh,
can
wow.
like go there and play Pokemon. He has tables and everything.
Oh, cool.
And like they were all reasonably priced, but like he didn't have any super old cards, like none of those. And I know that if I go to a store like that and look for the super old ones, then chances are I'm going to get gypped out of something. But I went to a different store today that was like a retro gaming store that has a kind of like a gamer cafe in a sense. Like you can pay to play in the back of the store, and he has
That's
arcade
cool.
machines.
See, I want a
like,
gamer cafe.
yeah, that's the kind of shit that I would love to do.
Hashtag goals. That is where we will
Yeah,
record our
hashtag
podcast.
goals. It would be too. And like he has a bunch of retro things. Well, I have a Game Boy Advance SP that I just lost the charger for. So I found a charger that charges that, all of the Game Boys, and a PSP. So I've got that, and I'm going to charge up the SP, and I'm thinking about buying a Pokemon game. But while I was looking through that store, he had some old Pokemon cards that were like legitimately reasonably priced, like $10 for OG Eevee evolutions and stuff like that. Like if it's $10 like that, then I don't mind paying that. That I feel is worth it. But I can't be out here buying like potion cards for $40. Like that's ridiculous.
Right. Understandable. Yeah.
But I kind of wish that I would stuck with collecting all of the Pokemon cards, even some of the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, because like we had a lot of those too.
Some of the Yu-Gi-Oh ones are really cool.
Like I remember we both had the dragons, Red Eyes and Blue Eyes, and I think we had up until just after that first, I guess we'll call it anime, was done.
Like from normal,
like
from OG
show,
to
yeah,
GX.
From OG to GX. We stopped at GX. I don't remember why. I think we were just like, this might be too much now.
Who said that? Man, who said that GX was the GOAT? I think it was Greg.
No, it was
Mark.
Yeah, I agreed that it was my favorite.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna say that it's the best.
See, I know
one.
nothing.
Dude.
I know nothing about
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
dude. People
after the
like
first.
Mark was saying like that was a snooze fest. What? The OG one? Like, nah, dude.
Yeah,
Nah, dude. You damn youngin.
Oh,
and
yeah, that's.
I did say that the OG was hard to rewatch. Especially,
That's what it was.
especially the Duelist Island arc, like the
Right.
beginning up until they get to the Duel City tournament and stuff, because it was just like playing cards, using whatever. See, the issue for me with the show, which is a plot point for sure, is I think they don't know how to read, because they just make up effects for cards. Like in an official Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, if you don't know what a card does, you can. If you ask your opponent, what does this card do? They have to tell you in an official tournament. But in the show, it's like, hey, what's that guy do? You'll find out next time you try to attack me. It's like, dude, quit cheating. Like,
Dude, you can't base it off of the trading card game.
That's why it's not rewatchable, because they don't follow the rules of the game.
Oh my
And
god.
from Battle City on, they do. They wouldn't
Right.
like they'll play a card in the OG and shit will just happen. They'll be like, "Why'd that happen?" Like, "Wouldn't
Well, they
you
went
like to know,
from-
dumbass?"
Yeah, they went from 2,000 life points to not summoning, or not
No
sacrifice.
sacrifices.
Yeah, to 4,000 life points, and you have to sacrifice, and then
Yeah.
we still have to use 8,000.
And like
So,
I can
I
look
get it,
past I can look
kinda.
past the life points, like the amount of life points for. I mean, you got a 30-minute episode.
Yeah.
If you were gonna do 8,000, especially if you're trying to make a compelling show and all that stuff,
Dude.
I understand the 4,000. But
Think of that battle with Yugi and Pegasus.
Yeah.
If they had 8,000 life points.
right, and how much he abused the Toon World effects. Like,
Yeah.
I loved
what I mean.
Toon World. I loved
oh,
everything
Toon World
about
is
it.
sweet, but then when you get the cards in real life, and you're like, why the
Wait,
hell does
this
Pegasus
wasn't-
use these?
This wasn't
Like,
draining his life points. This was supposed to drain his life points.
dude was only winning so often because he just made up whatever he wanted
He
these
was
cards
just
to
making
do.
up the rules as he went along.
right.
He's like, I printed the cards. I made the cards.
Yeah, but then, but I like the whole premise of the duel, everyone's just roaming around and you got to beat people to get the star chips and all that. But the actual dueling itself is where I had my issue with it. And like I said, the first watch through, I loved it. I was like, dude, this is the show. And then I learned like what Yu-Gi-Oh was and how to do it, and I was like, oh, this is dumb. And then Battle City happened. I was like, yeah, that's what it should have been. But yeah, no, that's
hot take.
I could probably hot take. They don't know how to read until they get to Battle City.
Hottest of potatoes.
And even then, it's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
We
Oh
all know
my.
Joey can't read.
Yeah. Hey, you.
That's why Yugi helps him build his deck at the beginning. He's like, look, none of these have any effects.
Right.
Just throw monsters out and do damage. You'll
Just
be
lore.
fine."
These ones only have lore.
Exactly. It's like
That's
just
funny.
playing Flame Swordsmith. That's a polymerization card. You can't just play that.
Yeah.
Like,
Blew my mind, by the way, when I found out that was a
Right.
fusion card. I was like, wait,
exactly.
I can't just play these purple cards?
Yeah, like
Why not?
and that's our fault because we knew how to read.
Who's
It's like, if we were just illiterate,
If
and,
we
you
were
know,
just a
didn't
little more
care.
stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Education system failing us again.
Right.
Teaching us
How
stuff.
dare you teach me that learning stuff?
But like, do you guys remember the first time you tried to duel someone who actually knew the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh? And you
No.
were like borderline like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
No, my brother and I played with Pegasus rules. We just made it up as we went along.
Oh
We had
my
way more
gosh.
fun doing it that way.
Right.
That's kind of
We'd
like
lay
when
out
I
a
first
monster and
started.
be like, "Now my monster slapped the shit out you. You're dead." And he'd be like,
Yeah.
"What?"
No
Mine says,
way,
mine
man.
says
No way,
1800,
dude.
but he actually went to the gym for
Yeah,
like 3
so,
days,
like,
and they just didn't reflect it on the card. So
He's been
1800 is
cutting
actually
carbs,
18,000.
so with the carb cutting and
Yeah, he did at least 4 sit-ups last week. He gains 1,000 hit points. Like, there's not even hit points. I don't care. He wins. How are you
I
gonna
used to
beat this-
play Pokemon, so
Yeah.
we used to use quarters and just flip. If you got 2 heads, you beat that person, or the attack would
Yeah.
hit. Is that what it was? The attack would hit.
It was something. It was different every time we played.
Okay, so you
Just
whoever
making
had the
shit up.
most. So yeah, if it did 40, you'd have to hit you, 3 times, if you had 120 hit points. But I had to get 3 heads for it to work, and if you lost, it's the next person's turn. Or if you got tails, it's the next person's turn.
Yeah.
And we used to play for cards. Like if you lose, you get their card.
You'd each put 1 card in battle, and whoever wins the battle gets to keep both cards.
Dude, It was some cutthroat shit.
It was.
My brother and I would do that, and then we would just like rotate each other's cards between him and
Bro, last time I did that, I got in a fight with two brothers. I was down my friend's house, and we was doing that, and the big brother, he was bigger than me. He won. He took the card, and I got mad, and he like threw me to the ground, and I was like, "Wham!" And then he sent the little brother over to try to beat me up. And it didn't work. Didn't work very well at all.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was the last time I did that, because I lost a very good card. It was Blaine's Arcanine.
Oh yeah, that was like
that
one of
was-
the rarest cards of the
Yeah,
time.
that was the tank, and he knew it was, and I didn't know it was.
At one point, I think that was actually valued higher than the holographic Charizard.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was the card to get.
Dude, I was heartbroken. Never got that card back. Actually,
Yes.
pretty much stopped collecting Pokemon cards after that.
I stole it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you mean this one right here?
Yeah, this
I keep it underneath this Beanie Baby that's worth 4 cents.
You didn't see my face down card.
we used to strangely bet games with each other, like if
Games?
so like if I beat him in, let's say, Mario Kart, then I was the one who picked the track every time we played Mario Kart. Or like
We used to
if
do
it
that.
was if it was like let's say Tony Hawk, for instance, right?
Uh-huh.
This was one that we would do. We would play Tony Hawk, and if I picked a level and I won in that level, then I was the only one allowed to go into that level when we were in the story mode, free roaming. Like that was my level to play, and that's how we switched off sharing the same game with each other.
Oh, okay.
So like if he
Yeah,
beat me in graffiti in School 2, then he was the one who played School 2 when it came to the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, I understood that differently. I thought like, hey, we're gonna 1v1 in Mario Kart, and if I win, I take the game home, and you can suck.
No, we
Oh,
don't
what
do
what
that.
game did you get for Christmas this year? I bet you I could beat your ass at it. I got a new Christmas present. That was how I understood
That's
it.
at first. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I was just like, man,
No,
that's some
no,
cutthroat
that would have
shit.
been real
Yeah.
cutthroat. That would have been real cutthroat.
You can go play with the grass, bitch.
Yeah, hope you like leaves, nerd.
Go play with the sticks under the porch.
Yes.
There was always a lot of borrowing each other's games, though.
Oh,
was
Yep.
sure.
Oh yeah. There was a
And
lot of that.
movies.
Yeah, movies was a thing too.
See, movies.
Yeah.
Not
If I
so
didn't,
much
if
for
I didn't
me.
have it back at a specific time under the contract, man,
Signing contracts like
No, dude,
Blockbuster out here, dude.
we used to do contracts. It was funny, dude.
My uncle used to keep like a sign out sheet. You had to write your name, the movie you took, and the date that you took it, and he would fucking keep track of that shit. Because he had so many games and DVDs and movies and stuff that he couldn't keep track of them all. Like he came over, he was gonna replay a game. It was like Musashi, and he couldn't find it anywhere. And he called me. He's like, "Hey, do you have this?" I was like, "Yeah, I got that. I got Wild Arms. I got this game. I was like, I got these 4 DVDs from you." And that was, I think I'm the reason he started the sign out sheet. To be honest.
Oh, I found where my games are, you little son of a.
Right? You're only allowed to borrow one game at a time because then you end up with my whole collection.
Not kitty, my papa.
Yeah.
Not kitty. Stop it.
But yeah, no, it was some good shit.
Yeah, that was good. That was good old times. What? You guys got a top 5?
Yeah, I think we had one. Top 5 video game protagonists. So like,
Oh,
your
top 5
favorite
video
hero
game protagonists.
character. There's a bunch to think of,
Yeah.
and like you get bombarded with them. Rather, I mean, I could pick mine quickly, but
Dude, top 5 video game protagonists.
Yeah, I was gonna do antagonists, but that'll be after this one.
Yeah, that would I would actually have to research that.
Yeah, because that one's
Well, I have to go with Titus,
okay.
not Titus. Titus.
Yeah, it's Titus. Anybody who tells you different is wrong. I don't care. You know where they can find me? In the street.
In the streets.
In the street.
Find Salty in the streets on behalf of me.
Yeah.
Trying to tell me.
From Final Fantasy X, Titus. What the heck? Jack. From Jack and Daxter.
Okay. I didn't expect that one, honestly.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. I don't know why. I just really, really did. The main character, which I don't, he's technically a protagonist from Vice City. The character you played as. I mean, he's technically a protagonist, even though he's kind of like
he's an
antagonist.
Yeah, that
I'll allow it.
there's some gray area ones. Like one of
Right.
mine could be Sly Cooper, and it's like, well, is
Right.
he a protagonist? 'Cause he's a
Right,
thief,
right.
and it's, you know.
He's the protagonist of his story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to say, what's the game called? What's his name? Lucas? Was it Lucas from Golden Sun? I'm gonna look at it real quick.
I've never played
what's-
Golden Sun.
I don't remember his name either.
Oh man, why can't I? Isaac from Golden Sun. Let's see, that's 4. This is a rough list too. And
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking I'm having a rough time with it.
yeah, this is a rough one. A last one would have to be Unreal. I can't really think of one. Man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd have to come back. Mario.
There you go.
Dude, there it is.
Okay.
That'll work. Mario.
Gray, do you have 5, or are you still thinking?
I mean, I think I can come up with 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Kratos
All
from
right.
God of War.
Okay.
Kratos from God of War 2.
Okay.
There's 5 games, guys. I can get there. But no, I'm definitely gonna go. Definitely Kratos. I'm gonna go with Musashi from Brave Fencer Musashi.
Okay.
I'm also going to go with. Oh man, he just slipped from my mind.
How
Right
to
out of
get back
existence.
in there right now.
On oh shit. No, I made that God of War joke and then it just like completely threw me off. Conquer.
Okay.
You son of a
So yeah,
Conker's
that's
in mine too.
that's what
There
3.
you go. There's your 5th.
I'm gonna go with Goku from Budokai 1, then Goku from Budokai 2.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not gonna use like characters from stuff
Anime
like that.
games.
Yeah, because I could say Spider-Man. And,
Right.
I'm probably gonna also go with Rudy from Wild Arms,
Oh, okay.
and then just because I love his dialogue and his personality, I'm gonna go with Link.
Okay.
All those funny lines that he says through all the
Yeah,
different games.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Can't agree.
Yeah.
I'd also like to throw Snow from Final Fantasy 13 in there for me.
Okay.
So take whichever one you want out.
Yeah, right.
Except for Titus.
Yeah, right.
All right. So Kirby, number
Okay.
5. Yoshi, Donkey Kong,
Okay.
not a meme. You gotta make sure people know you're serious about the Kong.
Oh, DK, dude. Donkey
Yeah.
Kong. Coming for you.
Dante from
Okay.
Devil May Cry, and Sora
Okay.
from Kingdom Hearts.
Ah, I knew that was going to be your number one.
Yeah.
Predictable.
I'm a sucker for some Kingdom Hearts. No
He's a
idea
Kingdom
why
Hearts
either.
fan.
It's extremely cheesy. I'm gonna be real about it.
Can I change another one of my characters for the main guy for Icy Tower?
What do I gotta do to get Crash Bandicoot on this list?
Yeah.
Yeah, Crash nor Spyro made the list. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I almost went Banjo, but I felt like that was absolutely too predictable.
I wanted to say Cade 6 from Destiny, but he's not technically a protagonist. He's a side character. But, like, Cade 6, dude, from Destiny. Yeah, Destiny's, like, 10 years old now.
Can I get rid of Link and add my created character from Skyrim? I played as my last playthrough. I made a Khajiit and named him Kitty Fuckface.
Oh. Oh.
So
That's
that
an
one
interesting name.
That one specifically, but it's
Oh my
it's
gosh.
spelled like PHAQ or something like that.
Can I pick Squirtle from Pokemon Red?
See, I was only if I can pick Kratos from 5 different games.
Oh, man.
So, the Dead Space remake came out.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Dead Space,
No.
it's got a it's the big spooky time. It is
Not
a big
even a
spooky
little
time.
bit.
It got me thinking that because it's got a 90, like the game is good. So it got me thinking of what other games do you think that they can legitimately give the remaster to that would make it just as worth of quality like the Dead Space remake is? Like, what's a game franchise that you think needs a remaster that is deserving of that caliber that Dead Space just got?
Did we?
Legend of Dragoon, hands down. If you don't agree, fight Salty
We've talked about like video game remasters we would
As a
like
movie.
to see, but like there are some games that are out there that just need that fresh redo, like Shadow of the Colossus, for instance.
I'm gonna stick with Golden Sun.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Legend
They
of
can
Dragoon.
do it. See, like Golden Sun, they can do like they do Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
Like that kind of style now. Like that
Sure.
style holds up. It does well. And people
Yeah.
buy the shit out of it. So like that could work.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go Golden Sun, man. That's a definite for me. I just think Golden Sun is one of the best stories, one of the best game. Just it's just amazing. It's just the best. I can't take how good it is. I don't know how to deal with these emotions.
Greg, you said Legends of Dragoon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's I've never played.
It's. I mean,
I did watch a video though.
Yeah, I have to pick that one because, I'm a sucker for turn-based fighting games. And I think they should keep the fighting sequences and stuff the same. That game was just made ahead of its time. Like the story, all the shit going on with it. If they put that into modern technology, I think it would. I think if they were to remake it and drop it, it would probably win Game of the Year.
Oh.
There are a lot of people who've been asking for that to be a remake.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Or remastered and
Sure.
But there are some games
need-
that were supposed to get the remaster that have now since closed, like Activision closing Toys for Bob and subsidizing them into other things. Like because of that, you don't get any more Tony Hawk remakes or no more like Spyro or Crash remakes or any of that. That's all out of the question now. So
One game they can quit remaking is Pokemon.
Wait.
We got the original specifically, like Gen 1 Kanto. Like we have what 3 iterations of that.
Yeah, so I would like
Is
Gen
there three?
3 remake in like 3D. Like
Kind
or
of
did they
like
do
how
that?
Scarlet and Violet is. They
Yeah,
did one
like
for the
Like
3DS.
Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, Omega
That would
Yeah.
be
Ruby and
the
Soul Sapphire was for the 3DS. It
Like
was
I
good.
would take all the gens remade into like Scarlet and Violet style.
no, what they
I would
need to
take that.
do is make one giant game with all of the regions in it, and
Oh
you
yeah,
can go region to region. Like
that would be cool.
even do it like I'd even accept doing it like Arceus was.
Yeah.
How there was one big map, but it was broke up into like 6 different sections.
Uh,
I mean, it would be a massive game, which is probably why they don't do it.
That's exactly
But
why they don't do it.
we have the technology.
we do have the
Yeah,
technology.
they're starting to. If you've played Scarlet or Violet for any extended period of time, like their formula is starting to get there. Like they need to optimize their game better and like it'll run better, all that other nonsense. But like the idea is there, you can see it. And like it's
Yeah.
not a bad formula for what they want to do for Pokemon if this is what they're gonna keep doing. It just needs to be like it needs to have that tweak. All these games are prototypes for a game down the line that's gonna be what we want, I think. But you have to put a lot of faith into them for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it is Game Freak. Like, love or hate them, you still have to kind of worry about their shenanigans. Like, they used to just take fan mail and take it into a conference room, read it aloud, and then laugh at everybody's stupid ideas.
Oh, of course. Why not?
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you do that? Of course you should do that.
Yeah, that's the correct thing to do.
Yeah. What would anybody know who spends enough time playing your garbage?
Right. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
Another game that I wouldn't mind being remade would be Boost Fury, or make a Dragon Ball Z game that isn't just up through Frieza.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Every
I
time
want-
they reboot or make a new Dragon Ball Z game, that's not just like a fighter, anything story based. The only good one I can say so in recent times is Kakarot.
See, I
Yeah.
didn't buy Kakarot because I heard that it was the same 4 stories, and I was just like, I don't want to play Raditz. I don't want to fight Frieza. I don't want to fight Boo. Like, I'm so tired
Yeah.
of it. Like, give me a game that doesn't follow your storyline. It's just a random adventure game,
Yeah. So it was just the same story rehashed, but it's open world, and you can load. I mean, it's open world in the same sense that Arceus was.
Okay.
You load into different regions, so you can load into like the mountain region or the desert or West City.
And then it becomes
And
like free world roam.
yeah, but there's also side quests that you can do. So like when you're running around West City, you run down Main Street and you talk to this guy and he wants to make a new recipe and needs these 6 ingredients. Go find them. And I say I have
I didn't know it was like that.
See,
Yeah,
I
it
keep
has-
thinking about buying it, and then I just keep dreading on fighting the androids and Boo and Cell and Frieza and the gang.
Did you ever play any of the Tenkaichi games?
The first and third one.
So how it's like the 3D, it's 3D fighting, how you can move on
Yeah,
every
yeah.
axis. That's how the fighting is. So you'll be flying through the world, because there's random encounters too, because Red Ribbon robots and stuff.
Okay.
They'll be sitting there, and once you get close enough and interact with them, it kind of makes it limited area to where you can fight in this area, but it moves with you, so you can only be so far away from him. But if they get closer to you, you can back up more, and you can actually just leave encounters altogether. I forget how to do that, but yeah, it's also similar to Budokai 3. Like when you're flying around the map, if you land in the area that progresses the story, goes through the cutscenes and then you do the fights. And I like it. It's probably one of my top 5 favorite Dragon Ball games of all time.
Okay.
Kakarot? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I might
honestly
have to pick it up
probably
then next time it's on sale.
it might actually be like third. It's definitely
Yeah.
in the top 5, but I could probably
It looks like it's worth buying.
Right.
Tell you what
I
a
just
flop was is that
Fighters.
friggin' Breakers.
Oh yeah, because that only went up to
Wow, man.
Frieza, I
No,
think.
no. I don't know if you know what Breakers is. Okay, so Breakers,
It was Dead by Daylight, wasn't it?
yeah, or
Something
no,
like
no, no,
that.
no. Wait, what is the new one?
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know what you're
It was
talking
like the
about.
hide and seek one.
Yeah,
Kind of like
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
It looks like they
Yeah.
made it back in 2002, but launched it this
Yeah.
year.
yeah. I was thinking of Burst Limit is what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Burst
of.
Limit. Yeah, no, Breakers. Yeah, no, not a fan. Not a fan
Not
of it.
many people were. I remember it being announced and people were like, "Why is this a thing?"
Yeah,
What is
there's
this?
no reason. I mean, it was a good concept, but
Right.
the way it was so clunky and just like 2D. Like it felt 2D. The way it was running.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just not a good time.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely recommend Kakarot. The DLC, because they even had, because it goes up through, Super. If you
Oh,
get,
good.
yeah, I mean you have to get the DLC to do all the Super stuff, and then I don't know if it came out already or if it's coming out soon, but you can do, the not Broly, the Bardock saga, but it's the retconned version of Bardock, I
Oh,
believe,
okay.
not the. So I mean, the retcon version is still pretty similar to the original TV special turned to movie, but I haven't got that yet. I'm definitely going to at some point. I got too many other games I'm playing right now.
That's something that I need to start doing. I haven't touched a game in weeks. It feels like
Nah, I've been gaming almost every day,
you have. You've
which
been
is
knocking them
weird
out
for
the
me.
park, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you got a
usually,
good reason to.
yeah.
By the way, check out Red Beer Replays on YouTube.
Selfless
His link,
plug.
his link will be in the description.
Shameless plugs here.
Yeah, if you like non-commentary gameplay playthroughs, you will enjoy mine because that is all it is I'm picking up some old games and playing through them.
No, but also shout out to the Squabbleheads. Squabbleheads has been playing in the background this whole time.
Them boys.
Them the boys, man.
Them the boys.
I will play their stuff every single time. Yeah, that about wraps up the episode, huh?
I think so. Anybody got anything else?
Any closers?
All I have to say is all of your favorite video game protagonists will get their ass beat by Batman.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
wow, he's that guy. Hit
yeah.
him.
And to think
I
they
will
didn't
have
even
to
put
totally
Batman on his
100%. We're gonna have to do a deep dive.
Yeah, it's gonna be an upcoming episode. You just name a character from any sort of fiction, and I try to explain how Batman could beat him, whether I believe he can or not. I'll
Yeah.
just, can Batman beat the one above all from the Marvelverse, who's literally,
Right.
yeah, absolutely, why not?
Batman beats One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Because this reason.
Because detective.
Because detective.
Yeah, because he
Because
yeah.
research.
Yeah, exactly. Next. Could he beat Kratos? More research.
He
Absolutely.
studied mythology. What mythology? All of it.
Yeah, he even made up a few.
He made his own.
Batman is the animated Bruce Willis. Or the Bruce Willis. Why did
Wait,
I
hold
say
on.
Bruce Willis?
What does the Bruce got to do with this?
I didn't mean to say Bruce Willis.
What'd you mean to say?
Oh my god. Oh, now I can't think of his name. Everyone knows him. Chuck Norris.
Chuck
Oh,
Norris.
I'm about to say Chuck Norris. I said Bruce Willis.
I hope Chuck Norris fights you now. Chuck,
That's
if
a
you're
boxing
listening to
match I
this,
would pay for.
Oh my goodness. I can't
Mr.
believe I said
Norris,
that.
if you're listening to this, you know where to find Bryce.
Also, in the street.
Yeah.
Also, can you take Batman?
What if Chuck Norris showed
absolutely
up
not.
to fight you in a Bruce Willis mask?
Oh.
What do
What-
you
What if he
What
showed
if he
up
said
dressed
some-
as Batman, takes off the Batman mask,
Bruce
it's a Bruce
Willis
Willis mask, and then he takes that one off.
all you see is the Walker Texas Ranger badge on his shirt?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I
And then,
think it's
and then he
in-
tries to
says-
sell you
he
that
says-
exercise equipment.
He says some stupid shit like "I am Die Hard."
I am. Oh, that wraps up the episode. Make sure you like and share and review and follow and anything. All of that helps. All that helps our longevity. Gonna keep us all going. And
Tell us your favorite toys and
yeah, tell us your favorite toys and
favorite characters from games and stuff.
Yeah,
Stop by and tell Brian why he's always wrong.
yeah.
Yeah.
Always tell
And
Brian why he's wrong.
He's
That's
always
a,
wrong.
That's
Agree with all my hot takes, so I don't sound so crazy.
Yeah, don't do that, but yeah, do it. So I guess
Don't tell Batman we were talking shit.
don't tell
Yeah,
Batman
no,
we're talking
I
shit.
would like to survive.
Awesome.
I know I can't beat Batman.
Oh, no, I
If we
think-
become detectives, could we beat Batman?
wait,
Can we
find out next time on LMC. Oh.